The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
Legendary NASCAR team owner Richard Childress heads up to the high country of Wyoming in hot pursuit of a trophy bull elk.
I really enjoy hunting elk this time of year because of the challenge it does bring.
Now on RealTrees NASCAR Outdoors.
Looking outside the 47, ran one groove higher than you through the corner.
RealTrees NASCAR Outdoors, presented by Chevy Silverado, the official truck of the outdoors.
Hello everybody, I'm Bill Jordan. For the ones who know me, you know that I live for the outdoors. But what you may not know, that I'm a big follower of the sport of NASCAR. The fans, the pits, the cars. It's intense, lightning fast paced in every sense of the word. Here on RealTrees NASCAR Outdoors, I have the chance to take these drivers and personalities out here in my world. And let me tell you, you'll see a whole different side from the one at the track. This week, my good friend and NASCAR team owner Richard Childress is hunting for bull elk at the Wagonhound Ranch in Wyoming. Situated about 20 miles south of Douglas, Wagonhound is a working ranch that features some of the finest facility the West has to offer.
The Wagonhound Ranch, you know, I've heard a lot about this. My good buddy Bill Jordan was telling me about it and asked me to come hunting here several times. And man, did I miss out. What a great opportunity this year to come out with Austin and Ty and Paul Menard and Tyler. It's just a great group of guys and we're having a large amount of fun. We raced in Texas on Sunday, and Austin and Ty had raced earlier in the week, and Paul, I stayed and waited, and he raced on Sunday, and we took off right after the race and flew in that evening. Man, just to ride in that night, I could tell it was gonna be a beautiful scenery. Got to the lodge, it was unbelievable. It's first class all the way. I'd met Art Nichols, the owner of the Wagonhound, and told him I was coming out hunting, and I'll tell you what Art's put together with his family here is unbelievable. It's about 200,000 acres. They got Red Angus, they got a quarter horse operation that's first class from the ground up. He's got a great arena. The lodge is great, I'm telling you. Art knows how to do it. He did this place really great. I tell you, I'm just proud to be out here hunting on his ranch. Look at this brother, man, comes this bull. You wasn't wrong, he is a big. You know, I've been elk hunting back since probably the mid-'80s, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy the mountains, the scenery, the hunt itself. You know, these are really majestic animals. They can get away from you really quick. It's a challenging hunt when you're elk hunting. Steve Kelly was my guide. I got introduced to him that morning, and he had been watching a group of bulls over on Elk Mountain, and he said, "Let's ride over here and see what we see."
Well, I was coming up here to guide Richard the other day, and I was coming up the backside from Guernsey. I come up over top, and I seen a little bunch of elk over on the side of the hill on this burn in a place which we call Elk Mountain. Come back over, and I was really excited to show Richard these elk the next morning, and we pulled up over the ridge about daybreak, and by God, there they were.
The one in the front, I think, is a little better bull. The one in the back looked real good when I looked through the scope. You know, it's too far away to even judge, but you know, you can tell they're wide enough and they're pretty nice bulls.
I think the one we're looking for, he's still right there, and there's two bulls standing together right in that dead, right? That one's, yeah.
So what are you seeing, 5 of them total?
Yeah, right now. I thought there were 6, because one went up in the trees early, that first one that cut across there.
We decided to put a stalk on them, put a great stalk on them, but you know, by that time they had bedded down, and we worked our way up to get close enough to them to see if we could get on the big one we really wanted. Go up there, look. At the end of the day, a small bull seen us, busted, took them all out. They didn't see us.
And, well, yeah, they were all laying with their backs to us, and their heads were facing totally away from us. So it had to be the swirl of that wind.
We decided to back out, let things cool off. Let's go. Find one somewhere else.
We'll look. We were going to slip over there that evening, and we got talking and figured, well, we better just leave them alone and just see if they would settle down and if we could find them again. So we made a plan and went to another part of the ranch and glassed and did some hunting over there. And we decided, well, we'll go back in the next morning and see if those elk are there.
One day into the hunt, Richard's brief time away from the track is off to a slow start. But in his world, optimism and hard work earn victories. His pursuit for a trophy elk continues from Wyoming's Wagonhound Ranch. Next. But beyond racing, Richard's biggest passion is big game hunting and the conservation of wildlife habitat. Here for his first visit to Wagonhound Ranch in Wyoming, strong winds and warm weather have made for a rough start in the late season elk hunt.
Now, I can tell you one thing about Wyoming. When this wind starts blowing, you better hang on to your hat because it blows pretty hard. And we decided we were kind of wasting our time, so we decided to ride around, look at the ranch, go over to the horse arena, see what it looked like, and spend some time there. Man, they have got a great horse operation here. It's quarter horse, and they've won a lot of events.
Well, this is our indoor arena here.
Wow, man, this thing is something. This is a first-class arena, I can tell you. So you do a lot of breaking the horses and your 2-year-olds and stuff, I guess, in here?
Yes, sir. We start all of the twos right here in this arena, and we got a few of these resident trainers here that's their passion, and they do like a good job with it.
Oh, yeah, I thought they might have me one saddled up here.
Well, this is Matt. You can probably jump on his.
Good, how you doing? Man, you got a great place to ride, especially here in the winter. With that wind blowing out there right now, it's nice to be in here. Richard Childress, how you doing? Matt? Yes, sir. It's nice meeting you, buddy. Beautiful horse.
Thank you.
Got a great place to work in here as well. Why don't we go down and get out in the dirt and take a look around. So that's your tack room and stalls where you just keep them before you ride?
Yep, we keep them all housed and cleaned up there and pull them up here and put them to work out here in the arena.
I've noticed a lot of red Angus as that's coming in. Is that what you have mostly here?
Yeah, it's all commercial red Angus. We have about 2,500 cows. We have a couple of feedlots there down by the farm, and we background them all there, and we breed most of our heifers. We keep a real good genetic program going there, and we breed them and put some out to public and keep them back for ourselves.
Yeah, I rode to the farm yesterday. That's quite an operation too. I'll tell you guys got to be proud of what you put together here, and elk hunting was great also.
Yes, sir. We're operating about 30 pivots down there right now. Primarily alfalfa. Of course, we rotate crops through, and because dairies across the country, we got stuff going overseas, and it's pretty exciting.
When we were riding there, we've seen so much wildlife. How do you balance the conservation of wildlife? I know that I'm just looking at how you manage it. You got to be great conservationists.
Yeah, we work hard at it. It's been an ongoing project. It's always ongoing. We don't overgraze. We fence out riparian areas for the wildlife. We develop water systems. We got spring tanks developed all over the country here, and it's starting to show. We've been doing the commercial outfitting here for about 10 years, and we feel our game is as good now as they've ever been.
There's a great quality of elk, ducks, antelope, mule deer, white-tailed deer. You guys have got it all here.
Yep.
Why don't we go look at the rest of the operation? I love your cattle.
It's fun.
Fueled by the fascination of discovery, Richard Childress continues his pursuit for a Wyoming wall hanger, coming up on RealTrees Nascar Outdoors. RealTree has been associated with Richard Childress Racing since the late 1980s, stemming from an off-track relationship based around hunting. Rich and I became good friends, and that relationship spilled over into business. when RealTrees started sponsoring the number 31 car driven by Mike Skinner. And a year later, the famed number 3, driven by my good friend, Dale Earnhardt Sr. Rich and I have shared many great hunts over the years. Where I prefer to hunt a little bit closer to home, Richard takes a little bit more of a global approach to hunting.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to be able to hunt all over the world, from Tajikistan, Mongolia, Turkey, Africa. I've been over there several times. Went last year with Austin and Ty, my grandsons, and we had a great time. You just learn so much about hunting and stalking and how to hunt and really get on animals. Once you get back over here and you get on an elk hunt like we did, you're always remembering all the little things that all of these guides have taught you over the years, and you still learn something every time you go on a hunt. I really enjoy hunting elk this time of year because of the challenge it does bring. You know, we had some wind one day and it really put them down. It's been fun.
Returning to the same spot on day 2, Richard and his guy Steve finally spot a few better bulls that the Wagonhound Ranch is known for.
This one's the third one up. There's one right behind him. He's got good well tails. He's a nice bull.
Well, we pulled back up over the ridge about daylight again, and sure as heck, there they were.
Yeah, the one broadside right now, walking kind of to the left. See his well tails? Well, we're gonna have to put a move on them or they're gonna move out and we're gonna catch them in their bed again.
We started glassing. Steve picked them up right away and we put a plan together. And the wind was just about perfect the way we wanted to come in. There were some trees and a valley. We had to go down and climb out of this valley to try to get close enough.
Right here.
We had a big, huge drainage that we could just slip right down, a lot of cover, a lot of timber. We got in that drainage, boy, it slipped down, come up over a ridge.
And sure enough, when you come up out of the valley, there was wide open country, and I crawled up there and took a look.
There was 4 bulls standing there. The one we wanted was standing right up against the real dark green trees. Sun was hitting him perfect. Everything worked out really well on that stalk.
Yeah, good idea.
It was over 550 yards. I can't remember, 570 or something. And I got in position. I had a great tripod that I used for long shots. My rifle, Charlie Goff had built this rifle, and it's just on all the way up to probably 600 yards. I knew I felt pretty good up to 600. So we got in position. And at first, I really didn't feel comfortable taking a shot, and I wasn't going to take the shot unless I knew I had a good shot of hitting it. I didn't want to go out and wound the animal and spend a day looking for it. So then I moved around, really got up against a tree good, and I felt really good and comfortable.
I don't know where you hit, Richard.
The other 2, they're just standing there, though. They don't even know we're here.
Doors.
Here at the Wagonhound Ranch in east central Wyoming, NASCAR team owner Richard Childress has worked his way into position for a long shot on a big bull. His first shot was a miss. But fortunately, the bull stands his ground, completely unaware of what just happened.
Took the shot, shot over him, loaded up again.
You hit him that time.
Oh, baby. I heard it hit. That was 600 yards.
He went.
I don't know where I hit him, but I heard it hit. Took another shot and hit him perfect, really where I meant to shoot.
Good job.
I heard it pop.
You did.
That's the sound a hunter wants to hear. Thank you, Steve.
It is, it is.
Buddy, man, that was a smack.
It was. He lunged forward.
He just, what a stalk. It was a great hunt, a great stalk. I'd like to have been within 300 yards, but when you got the equipment like we had, the type of rifle I had, the tripod, the binoculars with the rangefinder in it, it made it a lot easier, and I was comfortable taking that shot. Man, he didn't fall far.
No.
Yeah, hell, I hit him right there. That must have been a solid hit.
Must have been. He crumpled. I mean, you put him in a heap.
The bull ran maybe 20 yards, but it was off a bank, and he rolled down this embankment, and he stuck his horns right into the big pine tree. If he hadn't, he'd have rolled another 50 feet, 50, 75 feet down a bank or further. Oh yeah, nice bull.
Oh crap, he broke it. When he hit the ground, he broke off.
Yeah. It's all right. He's a good bull.
Yeah, he is.
Man. Luckily, he stuck on that hill. We went and got a truck and some rope. Got down there, tied him up, and eased him up out of there very easy, and got us some great pictures of the bull with beautiful background. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful morning.
Well, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we finally got him up out of that hole.
Man, I tell you what, he fell off in there. It hit him. He didn't go 30 yards, but what he did, when he stepped off, he rolled down, hit a tree, and broke his antler off there. I've never seen one that gouged up inside of a tree like it did, and I'll tell you what a beautiful morning it was. And we were 550 yards, I guess, away from him, and couldn't get any closer. As you see, it's a lot of open country, and like you were saying, the sun was just gleaming off these horns.
Yeah, boy, you look pretty up here on this ridge like that, and it was worthwhile.
Yeah, my old buddy Mark Norm told me that the Wagonhound had some great elk on it. This is proof right here.
Yeah,
Fun day. Thank you, buddy. Let's get him back to camp and get him fixed up, and we'll have some dinner tonight.
Yeah, it's getting pretty warm. We need to get him off the hill for sure.
You know, I've been fortunate to hunt with some great hunters. I've hunted on the Apache Reservation, hunted over in Africa, had some really great hunters to teach me a lot about a stalk. But when you're stalking, you know you got to have the wind right. A lot of things has to play in your favor to get close enough to take a shot at a bull. Doesn't matter how many times you've been hunting or what you've taken. If the excitement ever goes away, you need to quit hunting. So I still have that excitement every time I do a stalk and get up close or get on an animal that I'm out there looking at.